alaikum. This is Swarup Mazumder welcoming you to the English News Bulletin from Bangladesh Television Chattogram Centre. Let's begin with the headlines. The opening of Podda Bridge in June next is expected to fetch direct foreign investment along with creation of huge employment opportunities. Mr. Sheikh Hasina urges the South Asian nations to work together for eliminating the causes of hunger and illiteracy. BNP wants to go to power not through the ballot, but through undemocratic means, comments Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir. Claims 5 in the country with 1 death in Chattogram, as global death toll crosses 4.96 million. Sudan's military dissolves civilian rule, declares a state of emergency and commits to hold general election in July 2023. Afghanistan now batting against Scotland in the only match of the day in Super 12 of ICC T20 World Cup. Those were the headlines, now on to the details. The long-cherished Podda Bridge will attract direct foreign investment, creating new opportunities for employment. Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, BIDA, has already kicked off activities to that end. Chairman of the BIDA said, government has been working to turn both the ends of the bridge into investment hubs. With this mission, the government is extending all-out cooperation to local entrepreneurs, he added. Economists say, foreign investment on both the ends of the bridge will play a vital role in the national economy. The long-desired Podda Bridge will connect 21 southwestern districts, attracting local and foreign investment. The bridge is going to open to traffic in June next year. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged the South Asian nations to work for eliminating the cause of hunger and illiteracy and for the well-being of the people in the region. She said this when newly appointed Pakistani High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Imran Ahmed Siddiqui, paid a courtesy call on her at Ganu Bhavan today. After the meeting, Prime Minister's Press Secretary Ismail Karim briefed the journalists. The Prime Minister said, the cardinal principle of Bangladesh's foreign policy, enunciated by Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, is friendship to all, malice to none. During the meeting, High Commissioner Imran Ahmed Siddiqui said Pakistan is keen to promote relations to Bangladesh. The High Commissioner presented an original copy of Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's message. He also presented a photo album containing photo of the painting and video footage of Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's visit to Pakistan as Bangladesh's Prime Minister to attend the OIC summit in 1974. Sheikh Hasina thanked the Pakistan High Commissioner for handing over the historic souvenir related to the memories of Bangabandhu. The Prime Minister appreciated the publication of the calligraphy book in Bangla by Pakistan in the Golden Jubilee of Bangladesh's independence. Ambassador at Large Mohammad Ziauddin and Principal Secretary Dr. Ahmed Kaikous were present. Awami League General Secretary, also Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir said, BNP wants to go in state power by an undemocratic way, not by the result of ballot. He said this while briefing journalists at his Secretariat office today. About BNP leaders' comment that no election under the Awami League government, Ubaidul Qadir said, as a responsible party, BNP's speech is suicidal as its leaders are speaking about a dissolved issue. Ubaidul Qadir also directed party's grassroots leaders to send the dedicated people's names who will vie with party tickets in the local government elections and drop the names of controversial ones.
নির্বাচনে অংশগ্রহণ প্রশ্নে বিএনপি এখনো পুরনো এবং সেই ধূসর পথে হাঁটছে। প্রকৃতপক্ষে সময় ও স্রোতের মতো নির্বাচনও কারোর জন্য বসে থাকবে না। নির্বাচন তো আওয়ামী লীগ সরকারের অধীনেও নির্বাচন হবে নির্বাচন কমিশনের অধীনে। বিএনপি ক্ষমতায় যেতে চায়, তবে তা ব্যালটের মাধ্যমে ভিন্ন কোনো অগণতান্ত্রিক এবং চোরাগুলি পথে। তারা আরেকটি 1/11 শব্দে বিভোর, কিন্তু এদেশে আর সে পরিস্থিতি তৈরি হবে বলে মনে হয় না। তৃণমূল থেকে একটি নির্দিষ্ট প্রক্রিয়ার মধ্য দিয়ে স্থানীয় সরকার পরিষদের মনোনয়নের জন্য প্রস্তাবিত প্রার্থীর তালিকা কেন্দ্রে পাঠানো। ইউনিয়ন থেকে উপজেলা হয়ে জেলা থেকে কেন্দ্রে সুপারিশমালা আসে। কোনো প্রার্থীর বিরুদ্ধে সুনির্দিষ্ট অভিযোগ থাকলে দলের গঠনতন্ত্র অনুযায়ী আপিল করার সুযোগ রয়েছে। সুনির্দিষ্ট অভিযোগ সভানেত্রী ধানমন্ডি কার্যালয়ে জমা দেওয়া হচ্ছে। ইতিমধ্যে অভিযোগের পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে কিছু কিছু স্থানে প্রার্থী পরিবর্তনও করা হয়েছে। আমরা আবারও তৃণমূল থেকে নাম প্রেরণের ক্ষেত্রে বিতর্কিতদের বাদ দিয়ে আওয়ামী লীগের পরীক্ষিত ত্যাগী নেতাকর্মীদের নাম সুপারিশ করার নির্দেশনা দিচ্ছে।
5 COVID-19 patients died in the country, taking the number of death toll from the pandemic to 27,828. The recovery count rose to 15,31,740 after another 413 recovered during the period. The tally of the infections rose to 15,67,980, with 289 new cases being confirmed. Meanwhile, one person died from coronavirus in Chattogram during the last 24 hours, taking the number of death toll to 1,320. With this, total number of corona patients in Chattogram has stood at 1,02,163, with 4 new cases being confirmed during the last 24 hours. COVID-19 global death toll crossed 49,66,000 and over 24,45,36,000 people have been infected globally. Besides, more than 22,15,49,000 people have recovered from the virus so far. Meanwhile, the US has now over 4,63,12,000 confirmed cases and 7,56,000 deaths. India has now 3,41,75,000 confirmed cases and over 4,54,000 deaths. Now, international news. Sudan's military has dissolved civilian rule, arrested political leaders, and declared a state of emergency. The military said it will form a non-partisan administration that will remain in power until the next general election to be held in July 2023. Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok is among those reported to have been put under house arrest by unidentified soldiers. The army and paramilitary have been deployed across the city, restricting the movement of civilians. But protesters have taken to the streets of the capital, Khartoum, amid reports of gunfire. Meanwhile, the United States and European Union have expressed concern over the coup, as US has urged Sudan's military to stand down. United Nations chief called for immediate release of political leaders. At least 264 Houthi rebels have been killed and 36 military vehicles destroyed in an attack by a Saudi-led coalition in the 72-hour attack. The strikes were carried out in Yemen's strategic city of Marib. Meanwhile, the UN Security Council has called on both sides to end the fighting, fearing a humanitarian catastrophe. Back to national news. Fosli mango of Rajshahi region and lobster are going to get GI registration certificate as geographical indicated products of Bangladesh. This has been revealed in a separate journal published recently. The journal says if there is no objection from any country, these 2 products of Bangladesh will get GI registration without any hindrance. Authorities concerned say if the Fosli species of mango, which grows abundant especially in Rajshahi region, and lobster shrimp, get the GI registration, these two items will get recognition as Bangladesh's own products in foreign markets. Earlier, Rajshahi Fruits Research Centre submitted application to get GI registration in the year 2017, and the Fisheries Department also submitted a similar application in 2019. Chattogram Customs House is going to auction more than 100 vehicles brought using the duty-free facility of tourism purpose. The vehicles include cars of various world-famous brands like Land Rover, Mercedes, Land Cruiser, and Jaguar. Earlier, these cars were auctioned several times, but they were not sold as the authority did not get the desired price. This time, auction will be held on November 3rd and 4th, with special facilities in a bid to get rid of these. The port authority said if the cars are sold, the space in Chattogram port will increase even if the desired amount of money is not obtained from the auction. A tigress in Chattogram Zoo named Joya gave birth to 2 female cubs. The cubs are yet to be named. They are now in their mother's care. Earlier, 2 tiger cubs at the Chattogram Zoo died after birth due to their mother Joya's negligence during the pandemic. The 3rd cub, named Joe Biden, survived after the zoo staff rescued it in critical condition. At present, the zoo has a total of 12 tigers, 3 males and 9 females. The zoo now also hosts some 620 animals of 66 species. Now, news on share market. The prices of the Chattogram Stock Exchange have fallen, and the price index of CAC 30 has also decreased. At the end of the day, the overall index stood at 20,169.76, which is 1.94% lower than that of the previous day. Besides, the price index of CAC 30 stands at 14,377.57, which is 1.54% lower than that of the previous day. Today, a total of 1,63,61,069 shares of 294 companies were traded, the value of which is more than 60,60,27,000 taka. Of them, share of 37 companies increased, 246 reduced, and 11 remained unchanged. Now, news on sports. Afghanistan is now batting against Scotland in the only match of the day in Super 12 of ICC Men's T20 World Cup. This is the first match for both sides in the Super 12. Earlier, yesterday, Pakistan crushed their arch-rival India by 10 wickets in a high-voltage match. In another match of yesterday, Bangladesh lost by 5 wickets against Sri Lanka in their first match. With this loss, Tigers' hope of playing in the semis became faded. Now, weather news. Sky will remain partly cloudy to temporary overcast, and temporary rain accompanied by gusty wind is likely to occur at many places over the area of Chattogram and neighborhood till 6 p.m. tomorrow. Pottingham Met Office says night and day temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the area. The highest temperature in the city today was 30.5 degrees Celsius, which is 1.0 degrees Celsius below the normal temperature, and the lowest temperature was 23.5 degrees Celsius, which is 0.5 degrees Celsius below the normal temperature. In Chattogram, tomorrow the sun will rise at 5:54 a.m. and will set at 5:19 p.m. Now the tide schedule of Konafulu River tomorrow. First low tide will start at 3:36 a.m. First high tide will start at 10:12 a.m. Second low tide will start at 3:57 p.m. and second high tide will start at 10:11 p.m. That's all from the newsroom. To end the bulletin, a recap of the headlines. The opening of Podda Bridge in June next is expected to fetch direct foreign investment along with creation of huge employment opportunities. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina urges the South Asian nations to work together for eliminating the causes of hunger and illiteracy. Wants to go to power not through the ballot, but through undemocratic means, comments Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir. Corona claims 5 in the country with 1 death in Chattogram as global death toll crosses 4.96 million. Sudan's military dissolves civilian rule, declares a state of emergency and commits to hold general election in July 2023. And Afghanistan now batting against Scotland in the only match of the day in Super 12 of ICC T20 World Cup. Thanks to all for being with us. We invite you to watch our tomorrow's bulletin at the same time. Maintain the health rules and stay safe. Khuda Hafiz.